Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7. We'll explain about basic grammar. Before that, I will introduce our members. First, I am Fadila Nasya Mahona. There are Muslim Maulana, Misal Muhaimin, William Christian Lesi Pangalinan, and Gunarni. I will explain about simple present tense. When we use simple present tense, we use simple present tense when we talk about habits or routines. Like you can see from this graphic, X is activities or situations. If the activities or situations do continue from past, now, and future, that is habits. Example, Johnny gets up early at 5 o'clock every day. John takes a bath twice a day. Every year at Lebaran Day, most of people travel to their hometown. 2. We use simple present tense when we talk about general truth. General truth is about fact and things that are always true. Example, the world is round, but was at 100 degrees Celsius, and in England it often snows in the winter. Positive sentences. This chapter is subject plus verb 1, or if there's no verb 1, we can use to be like SMR plus object. Note, if the subject is he, she, or it, add s at the end of verb, like example number 2, she eats Harry Potter book every day. Note number 2, for verb with ending ch, sh, ss, x, and o, add es at the end of verbs, like example number 3, she washes the car every month. Note number 3, for verb that ending consonant plus y to y change to is. Like example number 4, she studies every night. Next is negative sentences. The structure is subject plus do or does or to be like SMR plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Note, do is for I daily and does for she it. Example, Susi Piastri is not the Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries. She doesn't read Harry Potter book every day, and etc. Next is interrogative sentences. There are two types of interrogative sentences. The first is yes or no questions. The structure is do or does or to be like SMR, plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Don't forget question mark. Example is like number 1, is Susi Pujiastuti is the Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries? The answer will be like yes, she is, or no, she isn't. Type number 2 is open-minded questions. Start with 5W plus H is like why, when, where, what, who, plus how, plus do or does or to be, like SMR plus subject plus one plus all. Don't forget to mark questions mark. Example number 2, who is Susi Pujiastuti? Okay, that's for me. Thank you.
My name is Rizal Muhaimin. I will explain the material about simple past tense. Next is simple past tense. Simple past tenses adalah suatu bentuk tense yang menggambarkan suatu kejadian yang terjadi pada suatu spesifik waktu di masa lampau. Kata kerja yang digunakan pada tense ini harus berupa kata kerja kedua, verse 2. Next. What is it used for? 1. Untuk menjelaskan suatu kejadian yang terjadi pada suatu waktu pasti di masa lampau. 2. Untuk menjelaskan kejadian yang berlangsung dalam suatu periode di masa lampau. 3. Untuk menunjukkan suatu kebiasaan atau aksi yang dilakukan berulang kali pada masa lampau. 4. Untuk mengungkapkan persepsi diri dan emosi yang dirasakan pada masa lampau. 5. Untuk menjelaskan kepunyaan atau kepemilikan pada masa lampau. Next. Simple past tense formula. Ada 3, positif, negatif, sama interrogatif. Yang pertama, positif. Positif, subject plus verb 2 plus object. We attended the festival last week. Subject plus to be, which, where, adjective adverb. She was absent yesterday. I was ice cream collector. Yang kedua negatif. Subject plus did not plus infinitive, verb plus object. We did not attended the festival last week. Subject plus we, were plus not plus adjective adverb. She was not absent yesterday. Next. Yang ketiga interrogative. Did plus subject plus infinitive, verb plus object. Didn't they attend the festival last week? Was, were plus subject plus adjective plus adverb. Was she absent yesterday? Was I stamp collector? Next. Stamp expression pada simple past tense. Yang pertama yesterday, dua last week, month, years, time. Yang ketiga this morning. Yang keempat, 1 hour, day, week, month, year, ago. Yang keempat, 5, in January, on Saturday. Dah. Sekian dari saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Winarni. Akan membawakan materi simple future tense. Jadi simple future tense is a form of the verb used to express that an action occurs in the future spontaneously or planned. Formnya ada verbal sama nominal. Yang verbal itu subject plus will plus verb 1. Yang nominal itu subject plus will plus be plus a or n or a. Jadi E-nya itu bisa adjective atau adverb, bisa yang N-nya bisa noun. Verbal form. Subject plus will plus verb 1. Positive sentence. I will come to your party tomorrow. Negative sentence. She will not study in the class until next month. Jadi yang negatif itu ada not-nya. Question, will you visit your grandma next week? Will-nya di depan, baru subject. Nominal form, S plus will plus be plus a or n or a. Yang positifnya, she will be lectured next year. Yang negatifnya ada not-nya juga, jadi they won't be happy if you late. Pertanyaan atau question, won't you be here for a while? Class 1, what it's used for. Yang pertama itu to express something that will be done in the future. Yang B, to decide what we have thought. Ada time signalsnya juga, later, tomorrow, next, etc. Thank you in advance.
This is material is degree of comparison. Degree of comparison is often referred to as comparative degree. Based on the level of comparison, the degree of comparison is divided into the type, namely positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive degree digunakan untuk menyatakan bahwa seseorang atau benda yang dibandingkan berada di level yang sama dengan pembandingnya. Sehingga kata as yang berarti harus digunakan dalam kalimat positive degree. Berikut adalah contoh-contoh kalimat yang mengandung positive degree. As plus V plus as adjective, adverb as plus object. Example sentence positive degree. I am as tall as him. 2. He is as beautiful as her mother. 3. Willie is popular as Nelson. B. Comparative degree. Nah, kalau ini comparative degree, seseorang atau benda mempunyai sifat yang lebih daripada pembandingnya. Dalam comparative degree, kata yang selalu digunakan dalam dan yang berarti daripada. As plus V plus adjective plus or more adjective plus than plus object. Example sentence comparative degree. 1. Cat is bigger than N. 2. The blue house is smaller than the red house. 3. This sofa is more comfortable than that part. C. Superlative degree. Di dalam superlative degree, sebuah benda atau seseorang tidak mempunyai pembanding karena dia adalah yang paling di antara semuanya. Kata the digunakan kata sifat untuk menegaskan bahwa sifat tersebut adalah yang paling di antara semuanya. As plus V plus the adjective plus a small adjective plus in or of plus object. 1. This is the most convenient room the apartment. 2. Nanny is get the highest score in the faculty. 3. You are the very politest boy in the village.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is William Christian Lucy Pangalinan as Industrial Engineering College student. Today I will explain about passive voice. What is the definition of passive voice? Passive voice is the condition when a subject is a recipient of a verb's action. Jadi di sini kondisi di mana objek itu menerima sesuatu pekerjaan atau kata kerja dari sebuah subjek. Nah, bisa dilihat dari example-nya. Number 1, chocolates are liked by children. Second one is pictures are being painted by children. Number 3 is my pen has been stolen by someone. What is the difference with active voice? Apa perbedaan passive voice sama active voice? Active voice is the opposite of passive voice. It means that a sentence at active voice has a subject that acts upon its verb. And using the active voice conveys a strong, clear tone, and the passive voice is subtle and weaker. Jadi kesimpulannya di sini adalah active voice itu memiliki kekuatan yang lebih gitu dibanding passive voice. When can we use passive voice? Kapan kita bisa menggunakan passive voice? Passive voice is used when we want to focus attention on the person or thing that affected by the action. Normally, the performer of the action or the agent come first and it made the subject of the verb, and then we use the active form of the verb. No, don't use the passive voice just because you think it sounds a bit fancier than the active voice. Jadi kesimpulan di sini untuk catatannya itu kita jangan menggunakan passive voice ini seakan-akan sebagai bahasa yang kelihatannya lebih mantep gitu dibanding active voice-nya. Sebenarnya active voice yang lebih benar gitu. Oke, untuk formulanya ada di tenses ini. Simple present menggunakan subject plus am is are plus verb 3. Simple past subject plus was or were plus verb 3. Present continuous as plus am or is are plus being plus verb 3. Present perfect continuous subject plus have or has plus been plus being plus verb 3. Past continuous subject plus have or has plus been plus being plus verb 3. Future continuous subject plus had plus been plus being plus verb 3. Past future continuous subject plus will shall plus be plus being plus verb 3. Past future perfect continuous subject plus will plus have plus been plus being plus verb 3. Subject plus would plus be plus being plus verb 3. Subject plus would plus have plus been plus being plus verb 3. Example-nya bisa dilihat di sini. Keadaan di mana aktif dan pasif itu. Jadi di aktif itu kita bisa lihat bahwa subjeknya itu berada di depan kalimat, sedangkan yang passive voice itu subjeknya berada di belakang kalimat. Dan untuk objeknya sendiri, aktif itu berada di belakang kalimat dan pasif itu berada di depan kalimat, seakan-akan itu menerima sesuatu pekerjaan dari subjeknya gitu. Thank you.